Hi all, it's Bjorn from iGuide.com, and today I want to show you how you can turn an RSS feed into a Twitter feed. So quite simply, if you have a website and you want to make sure that all your latest posts will get posted on your Twitter feed, that's a really simple way to do it. So what we're going to need for this is obviously your website needs to have an RSS symbol, as you can see right here. That's pretty standard these days and comes with most installations. iGuide.com uses Drupal, but it's standard for any type of blogging software that's out there really. So if you want to know if your site is RSS feed compatible, what you can do is just type in rss.xml after your root domain. It should usually also work if you type in feed.xml. Well, that doesn't quite work for me. Let's see if... No. Okay, so it's either feed.xml or rss.xml. iGuide runs on RSS. I can show you how to do how to change both, but that's beyond the scope of this tutorial. So we made sure that iGuide has got an RSS feed, and we know that our URL for the RSS is iGuide.com/rss.xml. So next what we need to do is go to Feedburner. Feedburner is, if you do a Google search, one of the sites that was acquired, or one of the apps that was acquired by Google a while back. So you can sign in with your regular Google account name or username that you use, which you'll have set up for your analytics and webmaster tools as well. So anyhow, you log into your Feedburner, which we've done here already, and at the bottom of this you can see these are a bunch of feeds. Some of them have more subscribers than others. You can see that this is where we can enter a feed URL. So let's copy the feed URL from iGuide and go back to our Feedburner, click Next. Now we've got a feed title. We can call this iGuide feed, and we call it demo for now because I think I've already got one. Now we can choose an extension, so it'll always be http feeds.feedburner.com / and then iGuide and whatever I want to choose. I can actually start right here, but unfortunately lots of Feedburner names, as you can imagine, are gone, so it's nice to have your directory or domain name in there. iGuide, and we'll call it RSS feed. These need to be computer readable, so please don't leave any spaces, and click Next. Congrats, Feedburner is now live. Want to dress it up a little? Yes, why not? We want to see the click-throughs. We're not doing podcasts, so that's not relevant for us, and of course you can also track even more details here. So I'll just tick everything by default. And then we're done. iGuide feed demo successfully updated the feed demo. Fantastic. You can analyze it. That's obviously a bit new now. We can optimize it and give it some other sources, geotag your feed, etc., etc. But for now, what we want to do is just go to edit feed details and make sure that we get the right feed address. So we called it iGuide /RSS feed. So let's copy that one first. And now the next service that we need to, in order to actually post into our RSS feed. So far what we've done is we've taken our iGuide RSS feed, which is completely user unfriendly, not user friendly, in the text format, and we've turned it into a feed which is a bit more laid out. So if you were to go to this feed right now, let's actually do that. So it is under, I'm sorry, we can close this one. It is under Feedburner, feeds.feedburner.com See it right here. And if you were to look at this, that looks already a lot nicer than our traditional RSS feed that we've got here. So this is what it looks like right now, but that's not what we are trying to achieve. We want to actually post this onto Twitter. I mean, this is a nice little link if you want to share the feed a bit more user-friendly on your website. You can, of course, introduce or show this link, and then people are better able to read it if they prefer that method. So nevertheless, so we've got our feed here. Now we can copy this entire web URL and need to open an account with Twitter feed or twitterfeed.com. Type in Twitter feed and the first one, feed your blog to Twitter. I mean, it's really easy. There's a few tutorials here as well, but you don't need to worry about that because we're going to be covering all of it. If you don't have an account yet, which I presume you wouldn't, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video, you would be needing to set one up. But since we have one with a bunch of feeds in here already, we can just click on the top right corner. It says create new feed. Give it a feed name, which is iGuide demo feed. We're gonna copy in our feed URL, which is the URL that we've copied from here. We're gonna contest it. Feed passed, OK. We've got advanced options, which is how often we want this to update. Let's say we want it once every 12 hours, or we can say every 30 minutes if you're an avid blogger. I'd say once every 12 hours is fine for my purposes, and we'll do 2 posts just in case we did 2 in a day. And we're going to include title and description. The URL shortener that we've set up here is bit.ly, but obviously there's a host of others, and you can just set them up right here. And then we can put some keyword filters in if we wanted to, but as we want all of our website posts to go directly to Twitter, we're just going to leave that. You put a prefix if we wanted to say iGuide says, for example, then that would be entered in front of our tweet before all the content that comes in. So let's say iGuide says. We don't want a suffix, that's fine. Continue, and now the feed is successfully created. But what we have to do is connect it to some publishing platform. As you can see, there's not just Twitter, it could be Facebook, it could be LinkedIn, company page, or app.net. But for our purposes, we're going to use Twitter. We're going to choose the iGuide Twitter account that we've got here, authenticate Twitter, click on authenticate app. Here we go, iGuide, choose existing is fine. Now we can give it a campaign, iGuide demo feed. We could put some terms in if we wanted to, some tags. Let's call it best offers on the web, best deals, product reviews, and content. We can write a bit about it, but I'm not going to do that right now. And then create the service. Service created successfully. So now we're all done. We can go to our dashboard. We can see that congratulations, we have successfully set up the feed. This is our Feedburner URL, which is nothing else. If we wanted to copy it, nothing else but what we've seen here already. To make sure that it looks the same, then we didn't miss anything when we copied it in. And it's active, and we will see that it will start publishing as soon as the frequency cycle is achieved. As we set it to 12 hours, we're not going to wait until that happens for you, but you can trust us if you want to have a look. We can see that every 12 hours, I've got a demo feed, here we go. Sometimes I'm blind when it comes to this. It's here. It is currently too early. See here, not checked yet, any feed news. It's too early to tell, but you'll traditionally see within 5-10 minutes that this will all work. Fortunately, we don't have the time to wait for all of this, as Twitter feed, as I said, is very slow to load. But if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section, and we make sure that we get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you very much, and please visit iGuide.com for further updates. Thanks. Hi everyone, it's Bjorn from iGuide.com. I couldn't leave you hanging after the last video where we configured the blog RSS feed to sync with Twitter and actually tweet all of our latest posts. Well, reason for that was because we set the timing to update every 12 hours and fetch 2 feeds or 2 posts from us. And now that a little bit of time has passed, I can demonstrate that it actually did work. So we're back at our Twitter feed account, which is the free account at twitterfeed.com that you can create. You simply need a username, like an email address, and create a password. And down here, if you can remember, iGuide demo feed is the feed that we created. We can open that separately, but as it takes so long, I'm just going to wait for a while. We can see we fetched 2 posts. We've already got 1 click on one of them. There's further stats here if we want. We can see when the click happened and where it happened, so a bit of analysis on it, which is quite nice. This is powered by Bitly, of course, as we're shortening the URL with Bitly. And we see that we've connected it to Twitter, which is the Twitter feed that we've selected. I think we can probably see it here. Feedburner RSS, here are the 2 feeds with the clicks again. And if we were to go edit feed, you can see that's our feed name. These are again our settings. Bitly, as mentioned. iGuide says is the prefix that we selected, remember. And on our Twitter account, we are using the iGuide account, and it's active. So that's all working fine. As you can see, it's now cached and actually collected something. And if we go back to the view that we had previously, we now have a green tick box or a check mark next to our feed saying that it's passed OK, and we've selected 2 messages. So what does that actually look like? Well, if we go to our iGuide Twitter feed and select our latest 2 tweets, we can see here iGuide says external hard drive and iGuide says Drupal setup. These are our 2 latest posts that we've done on iGuide today, and they've been connected straight away. If we click on the link, we get to the page. You can see the intro videos that we've created here. Hi everyone, it's Bjorn from iGuide.com. Exactly, that's me. And yeah, so that all works fine. Also, what you can see is that, of course, if you've got a Twitter widget anywhere, these get automatically updated here as well. So the Twitter followers can see straight away what the latest posts were. If you're reading here and, for example, you're posting, then it pops straight up while you're reading. Hope this was helpful, and you can make it useful for yourselves. As mentioned in the blog post, this can of course be used for any type of RSS which you own, and that means you can automatically post your affiliate links via your Twitter to all of your followers. That was it. Thanks for watching iGuide.com.